Hey guys, welcome to the official premiere of Every Step. Thanks for coming out and watching on YouTube, wherever you might be. I'm Rebekah Charleston, the director and producer of this film. I just want to quick say thank you to all of the people that supported this project. We had a great cast and crew, great people behind the scenes, people giving money, people donating time, food. Thank you so much. This would not be happening right now without you, so thank you. Also, just want to give all the glory to God. It would not be happening without him, and that's for sure. There were some things that happened and we didn't know what to do, and he worked it all out. We really serve an awesome God, and I hope that this film will help portray that in some way. I think it's important to make stories that are honoring to God and showing of his character to people. I know we're going to get onto the film, we're gonna watch it. I know you guys are excited to see this, that's right, why you're here. But we've also got a few extra things. We've got some behind the scenes footage, we've got some interviews with the actors, and so you're gonna get to meet them. And so it's gonna be a whole show, hopefully you will enjoy. Make sure you watch all the way to the end, and you'll get to see a special director's interview. We haven't exactly done a premiere before. Don't exactly know if this is like the way that people do it, but this is the way we're doing it. So hope you guys enjoy, and let's go watch it.
Son, shouldn't you be running so long on Sundays? You have to be getting ready for church.
Yeah, I got plenty of time to get ready.
Hey, Liam, want to see what I drew? It's you winning the gold medal!
Timmy, I don't have time right now.
Hi, Liam.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, bro.
How's the house project coming along?
Slow, but we're getting there. We're working on the floor now. How's your training going?
It's actually going awesome. I had my best 20-mile time this morning.
Wow, that's great. Do you feel ready for the race then?
Really ready. I'm really excited for it, and actually even the next one after that, so.
Man, I wish I loved my career that much. You know, you're really blessed you can make a living off of something you love to do.
Yeah, I really am. I try not to take it for granted.
Hey, Liam,
Not now, Timmy.
but I wanted to show you the...
Timmy, I said not now. Cool. It's just so annoying. Do you guys ever get on each other's nerves like that?
Oh yeah, that's siblings for you.
Hey.
Liam, can you hear me?
Uh-uh.
Oh, thank God. You're okay.
What time is it?
It's 11:45. You need to rest, son. You had quite an accident.
Hey. How do you feel?
As good as I can, I guess. How long did the doctor say it would take me to recover? What?
Wait, the doctor said it could be a while, son. You got hurt pretty bad.
So I can't run in the race then?
Oh, I'm sorry, son. I know how much that race meant to you.
It's okay. There'll be other races. What is it?
Liam, there's something else.
The doctor said that you're really hurt, son. The injuries are a lot more than we had expected.
Mom? What are you saying?
Liam, doctor says your legs might not heal well enough.
Heal well enough for what? So, that's it. I'm done running.
Well, the doctor says you'll have to be in a wheelchair from now on.
No, I can't. Running, it's my life. No. Why? I don't understand.
What you doing?
Just playing a game.
So, what are you gonna work for now that you can't go running? You can help me now. I think I'm gonna start a business. I'm gonna put a sign up or something and have people come by and let me draw pictures of them. For a fee, of course. Not too high, though. I know. You can advertise for me. You can make me a website and a Facebook page and all that stuff.
Timmy, I'm not gonna make you a website. I just want to play my game. So, go draw or whatever it is that you do all day.
Could we play a video game together?
No. I just want some peace and quiet.
Liam, Timmy only wants to spend time with you because he loves you so much.
He's so annoying.
Look, I know you're still upset.
Upset? Mom, my life is over.
No, it's not. Look, I know you thought you were going to be a runner. But now, God, he has a new plan for you.
God.
Liam.
What? I don't know if I believe in God. Why else do you think I didn't want to go to church on Sunday?
You said it was because you weren't ready for anyone to see you in a wheelchair.
Well, that was part of it.
Liam, you can't blame God for the accident.
Then who should I blame?
It's no one's fault.
No. It's God's fault. Because God is the only one that could have supposedly prevented this. But here I am. If God does exist, he doesn't care about me.
Hey, you're Liam, the runner that was in that accident, right?
Yeah. So what?
I'm Jamie. I'm just starting out as a freelance reporter. I was wondering if I could interview you about what you're going through and your recovery process.
There's not much to talk about. I'm stuck in this wheelchair for the rest of my life.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to bother you.
It's okay. You couldn't have known.
Sorry to be nosy, but off the record, what are you gonna do now?
I actually haven't given it much thought. You said you're a journalist?
I think I know what it is that I'm gonna do for a living.
Really? What?
I met a lady today who's a freelance journalist, and she told me how simple and fun it is. So I think I'm gonna give it a shot. She's actually coming over on Sunday to show me the ropes.
Sunday?
Yeah, it was convenient for both of us, and plus she's an atheist, so we don't have to worry about the whole church thing.
Liam, guess what? I just got saved.
Oh.
Listen, I was an atheist my entire life. I guess I just never had any real proof that God was real. It all seemed like an old fairy tale or something. But last night was different. I saw a sign for this church thing, and I don't know why I wanted to go, but I went. And Liam, I met the real Jesus. I realized that I was a sinner and hopelessly lost, and Jesus lived a perfect life, and he died for my sins. He took my sins and gave me his righteousness. He not only died, but he came back to give us all eternal life. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I grew up in church, so I've heard all this before. I'm glad that it makes you happy, though.
Liam, it's not about making me happy. Jesus made me right with God. And this good news is not just for me. You can be saved too.
It's not that I don't believe in God. It's just I don't know if he's all that people think he is.
Well, he's more than I thought. Growing up, I thought God was this made-up thing that people believed in just to make themselves feel better. But I was wrong. I thought there couldn't be a God because this world was so chaotic. But I learned that this world is this way because we mess it up. And all the time, God is there forgiving us and accepting us into his kingdom.
Father, can you hear me now? I'm feeling like I've let you down. I've lost the strength to turn myself around. I really hope you hear me now. How'd I get so far away? What if I outrun your grace? Can you replace these broken yesterdays? Promise me I'm not too late. Call me home, I wanna be your own. I'm running desperately
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Your love can turn this heart 180 degrees to bring me back to where you are.
Hey, Timmy.
What do you want?
I wanted to apologize for the way I've been treating you. I haven't been nice to you at all, especially since the accident. So I wanted to say I'm sorry. Do you want to show me the drawings you're working on?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. You're quite the artist, Timmy. That's awesome. So there's just one thing I don't really understand about everything. It's, I'm so thankful for God's grace and his salvation, of course, but I don't really know why he allowed me to lose my whole career, not to mention the use of my legs. I really just thought, that I could run for God's glory. And it kind of seems like during that time he left.
This reminds me of a story I once heard. One night, this man dreamed a dream that he was walking along the beach with the Lord, while scenes of his life flashed across the sky. And for every scene of his life, he noticed that there was 2 sets of footprints, one belonging to him and one to the Lord. And after the last scene of his life flashed by, he looked back at the footprints in the sand, and he noticed that during the very lowest and saddest times of his life, there was only 1 set of footprints. And this really troubled him. So he asked God about it. He said, Lord, you said you would walk with me all the way, every step. But I noticed that during the most difficult times in my life, there was only 1 set of footprints. I don't understand why, when I needed you the most, that you would leave me. And God answered. He said, my son, I love you. I would never leave you. Never, ever during your most difficult times. When you saw only 1 set of footprints, it was then that I carried you.
I became a Christian at a young age, but I turned away from God because I thought he didn't care about me. I just figured if there was a God who cared about me, he wouldn't have allowed me to go through this whole accident. It took me a while to realize, but eventually I saw that when God says in his word that he will never leave us or forsake us, he means it. God is always with us, no matter what we're going through, even when it doesn't feel like he is. As crazy as this might sound, I'm actually somewhat thankful for the accident that happened, because without it, I don't know if I ever would have learned this. It took me never being able to walk again to know that life is about more than just what I want it to be. And even though I can't walk anymore, it's been God all along that's been carrying me through.
You are the voice that calms the storm inside me, castle walls that stand around me. All this time my guardian was you. You are the light that shines in every tunnel. There in the past, you'll be there tomorrow. All my life your love was breaking through. It's always been you. It's always been you. My northern star. Your love will be the compass of my heart. Oh, I just wanna be right where you are, right where you are. You are the voice that calms the storm inside me, castle walls that stand around me. Oh, this time my guardian is you. You are the light that shines in every tunnel. There in the past, you'll be there tomorrow. All my life, your love was breaking through. It's always been you, and it's always been you. It's always been you. It's always been you. Who stood with me in the fire? It was you. It was always you. Who pulled me out of the water? It was you. It was always you. And who carried me on their shoulders? It was you. I know it's you. You are the voice that calms the storm inside me, castle walls that stand around me. All this time my guardian was you. You are the light that shines in every tunnel. There in the past, you'll be there tomorrow. All my life your love was breaking through. It's always been you. And it's always been you. It's always been you. It's always been you. It's always been you.
Did you write anything?
I saw it come through for the movie, and I got real excited about it because, hey, I'm a mom, and I really related to the character.
My mom was looking for some roles on a website, and we found the role for Timmy in this project, and I auditioned and I got the part as, well, Timmy.
Oh yeah, shut off the air conditioner. Make sure the fridge is unplugged.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work.
Liam is a young guy who's a runner. He really wants to do that professionally for the rest of his life, and he just loves doing it. That's his passion, and he tends to put that first in everything, over everything in his life, and that is something that I've done in other aspects of my life, but I'm not necessarily a runner, but I kind of relate to the character of Liam in that way.
You know, he's kind of a cool guy, but he's lost, he's confused. So I kind of put that in the theme. There's some synth and stuff that kind of adds, you know, he's kind of a cool guy. But then also something kind of solemn, which means like he's searching for something. There's something not quite right in his life.
After that car, after 100 cars.
I'm
This is not a horror film. This is not an action film or something, but I had to make it intense because, you know, he's about to completely lose his ability to walk. So I had to bring in the main feel of the whole film into this more intense scene of him getting hit by a car.
I had planned on submitting the video on such a date, which was the last date that it was open. And so I'm ready to submit it, and it was not there anymore. And I thought, great. I really kind of thought that that was God. I really thought this was meant to be, and I couldn't submit.
Today's day 2. We are at the hospital, and they're getting ready for the little hospital scene here. And poor Tyler, he's going to be in the bed here pretty soon, and we're going to be shooting. So everyone's getting ready, everyone's getting the camera all right, so we're all excited to get this done before lunch.
This is actually the first faith-based film I've been a part of, which has just been an amazing experience for me. I've done a few commercial type things and a few student films, but also just film in general. This is the longest film I've been a part of.
So much sound. I think we can splice things together.
Yeah.
I've played roles everything from Judas Iscariot to an action hero. But I've never just kind of come in and been the dad, and I got to do that this time, so that was a lot of fun. But it also had its depth because you're dealing with a very serious injury. I got to be stretched a little bit with my acting and to really come in and perform some pretty dramatic elements.
This is my moment to shine. Ready? Sunday? Oh, you're not. We should. Sunday.
Last year, Jacob started mentioning to us that he wanted to become an actor. And I don't know if Facebook tracks us or something, but a lot of commercials started coming up on our feed about it, and we signed him up for one of those programs. He did really well in all the different stages of the process.
It was my second time on set, and it was so cool how they were moving the angles and using the cameras.
I found out about this project via Facebook. It's actually like a Facebook group. Rebekah posted, I need a makeup artist. And I responded to her and said, I'm a makeup artist, pick me. And yeah, and I got here, it was great. I've been having a great time.
I started to think, you know what? They mentioned the name of the director, Rebekah Charleston, and I thought she might be on Facebook. Heck, Facebook has some good things about it, right? And so I looked her up on Messenger, sent a little message saying, did you cast the part yet? If not, can I send the video to your email? And she said, yep, send it to this is my email, blah, blah, blah. And that's what happened.
This is day 3. We're at the Vineyard Church here in Baton Rouge. As you can see, this is the auditorium, and we've got all our extras finally arrived. Rebekah's getting ready to set up over here. Let's go take a look at the lobby area. So this is the more important part, the coffee bar, and I don't know what they're going to actually be doing out here, but we're going to, as they're setting up over here, I think they're going to be like talking and stuff.
I'm trying to think of from a sibling perspective. Do I ever say, hey? I probably don't.
You're on camera. Our back, they just got done doing a lot of shooting over here. They're getting ready for a jib shot. If you don't know what a jib thing is, it's over here. They're going to do like some kind of cool shot in the lobby.
It was shaking a little bit, like one part and cut out, but it was pretty good. It was far away, but yeah. Oh, I don't know if I can figure it out.
Hi, I'm Aaron. It's never said in the film, is it?
So they're getting ready for a slider shot. The problem is the slider's sticky. Right around here, it sticks. But I think we can adjust.
And then one day after that, I started reading some old journals, and something made me pick up one of them, because I have many. And something made me pick up one of the older ones, and I was just reading through one of the excerpts, which is over 11 years ago. And in it, I was talking about my passion for acting, my passion for wanting to be in something that was glorifying to God, and something that would be, just make an impact through my talents and gifts. And I was like, Lord, I know you're there. I know you want me to be, you have that in my heart's desire for a reason. And I said, and I know you guide my every step. So those words popped to me, and I said, oh man, that's God.
Really, yeah, the whole faith-based aspect is what made it the most for me. It was just so cool to be able to be open about that and just share values with literally everybody on the set, even the crew members and everything like that. So that was really awesome.
Everybody bonded really well, just the, praying before scenes and everybody's positive, encouraging attitudes. It's just completely different from a regular set that's not faith-based, like night and day.
Just a sigh of relief to just know that I can just really, truly be myself. As ironic as that sounds, I can be myself while acting.
Whoa, oh my gosh, it's way too loud. Oh my gosh, I almost blasted my ears.
We're looking in the mirror. Oh, I think it's the window.
Oh, I think that's it's like a picture on the wall.
Is kind of a younger crew for ones that I've been a part of, which was really cool. It's very well run. I just sort of assumed when Rebekah funded everything herself that she was in her 30s, maybe just producing everything, but no, she's younger than I am. And then I was like, wow.
Never judge a book by its cover. Everybody, we all have different talents. I think it's great,
Does it need to be like straight with the road, or can
Probably like curved a little bit, like.
I've made a lot of soundtracks for films, for games, for even like YouTube videos and stuff, but Every Step so far is the best soundtrack.
Okay, that's good.
I got my phone in the zone.
My name is
It's
Liam.
playing a tone.
My name is Liam. I don't have a last name, but that's okay.
I didn't come to play games.
It also kind of inspired me how like it was just a family being the crew and making this movie, and how the director herself like wrote the whole thing and then directed on top of that.
I like it. We dress the set. Just make it look like it's night. But it's 3 p.m. maybe. Or I hear it too, but I don't know what it is.
You hear it too? How can you hear it?
And there's no shadow, but that's a little far from the picture. Yeah. Jude, where are you?
Right here.
Do your job.
Which light?
This one's something notes right here.
That's
Someone's flight got canceled, so Rebekah asked, hey, would you like a role in the movie? And I was like, yeah. And here I am. So I'm the makeup artist, and I'm currently Jamie.
You probably start talking like before you actually sit down.
Yeah, I'll say, Liam, I just got saved. That works.
It might be hard to work this.
Oh yeah.
I might have to go a little farther than I think it is.
Are someone's stomach growling or someone yelling?
I heard it too.
Alright. We made this scene because look. We need to take out the trash, so we're gonna create a scene. So we can get this done with me not doing it.
Okay, we ready?
We're all waiting for this blower guy. It's windy outside and he's blowing his driveway.
Are done for the day.
Rebecca, we just got done watching every step, and everybody's out there watching on YouTube and here in the audience. We wanted to take a time to just interview you some of the process that it took place to put on this film. I know it's only a short film, but I think people are kind of curious what it took to put this together. So first, let's talk about some of the challenges that you faced. Talk about sound. I know I was there on one of the days where sound was a big problem, but go ahead and talk about sound issues.
It was a windy day, and we were filming outside on a Saturday in a busy neighborhood. And it just so happened to be the time of day where the mail was coming and people getting ready for parties and blowing driveways.
Leaf blowers.
Even in the wind.
That's right.
You know, it was just, everything happened. The neighbors next door were blaring music super loudly and driving cars around. And it was just like one thing on top of another is like kind of amazing. We got this scene done in time. Like,
well, and then we probably took about 25, 30 takes.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And then in post, just trying to figure out how to do all that sound took forever, right?
Yeah, removing background noise, trying to get the wind to sound normal.
And the ironic part is that after all that, we had to add noise back in.
Yeah.
That's a little inside.
Yeah.
So then what about the characters, the actors? Not that you had a problem with the characters, but there was definitely one huge setback.
Yeah, there was a little hiccup there. We had 3 days of filming done, and we're getting ready for the last two. One of the characters was going to come in. We were going to do all of his scenes on the last 2 days. And
he's coming in from Minneapolis.
Yeah, so it was a pretty good distance. And the night before he was supposed to come in, he said that his plane flight got canceled. So he wasn't going to be able to come. And there was no last minute flights that were affordable.
No.
So we kind of were like, oh, what do we do now? So we spent a lot of time that night. We stayed up pretty late trying to figure out what we're going to do. I'm doing rush calls on Facebook, on different websites, trying to figure out if anyone can come in last minute. So, and then I think you had this idea.
Yeah, Hannah and I decided, we looked over the script, and I was like, does it have to be a guy? And as we looked at it, I'm like, no, he just meets this person, as you saw in the movie, and, well, why can't we make this a girl? Now, explain Paris.
Yeah,
her name's not really Paris, but we called her Paris.
Cursa,
right.
Yeah. She was our makeup artist for the week, and she's actually an actress, too. And so, and she had told me that before, but I didn't have a part. I'm like, I don't have another female role. And then we decided, well, we can actually switch this one, and it actually worked. She's coming here anyways. And so I asked her about it, and of course she was like, yeah, I'd love to be in it. And so it was just really cool how that worked out too.
It did work out. It was It was tenuous there for a second, though. I mean, you're not one to get very stressed, but even that had to push your limits a little bit.
I was a little nervous.
A little bit nervous because the whole project basically was all done except for their shots, and to redo it all was impossible. The money was out. And what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's kind of too late at that point.
Right.
We're too far, and
that could have been a movie in and of itself.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so where did the story originate from? I know this is a short film, So it's not one of these feature film where you have a lot of time to develop the characters and all that. But where did this story come from?
So I was listening to this song called "It's Always Been You," and I really loved it. It really spoke to me, and about how God is with us every step of the way. And so I kind of had this idea of this runner who loses his ability to walk and like loses all his dreams for the future, and like kind of struggling to understand that God is still there with him every step. And I liked that, how it was kind of with the runner and with the like the every step.
That makes sense. So that's just now, you're one that likes to make stories. If you don't know, Rebekah has also written a book. She's a published author, and she actually has another video, which we'll get to in just a second. So you're in the creative part of all of this, and so stories come naturally to you. You like to come up with stories. So why don't we talk about where this project, how it compares to your other projects? I know early on you did the Chindletons thing on YouTube, and then you did a project last year called Faith Over Fear. And you entered that into a film festival and all that. So how does this compare with all the other ones?
Yeah, so doing the YouTube channel and doing Faith Over Fear, those ones we kind of just did with like whatever we had at the moment, the people that we had, the resources that we had. And it was fun to work out with and all that, but especially with Faith Over Fear, it was a little bit of a rush thing that we did because I had a deadline to submit it into the film festival, and so there were some issues we ran into and just couldn't fix them in time, so we were just like, I guess we're gonna go with it. So but this time we had months of planning, and we were able to get all the actors together. The first time actually for me to cast actors that I didn't know, and get all the crew together, get everything super organized, get a schedule, 1 week of filming. And so it was a lot different from that perspective.
Well, one of the biggest differences also was that with Chindletons and the other film, you're filming with friends. And so it's very loose, and it's just like, we'll do this, we'll do that. Well, this one was a little bit more organized, and you're calling a little bit more professional people here and people who do this. And talk about that aspect of it, where I know some of the people came in that not knowing what to expect, and here you are, well, just turned 21 yesterday, but you were 20 years old directing this film, and they're like, oh no, what are we getting into? Is this going to be cheesy or what? So talk about the challenges of being almost the youngest person there directing this. Did you ever have an issue with that, did you think?
During the time where I was actually talking with the actors and getting all the stuff together, we never had like a Zoom call or anything, so we never even like met at all. And so I was like kind of worried that they were gonna think I didn't know what I was doing, so like
Well, you kind of didn't.
Well, but I tried to make myself sound like I knew what I was doing and stuff. And so then they show up, and obviously they're kind of surprised, I guess. But I think it worked out. I mean, I had all of my family helping, so it was kind of a younger crew, I guess.
And look, you can't help your age. You are what you are, right? But you did a very good job of directing this. I thought you could be a little bit more aggressive, but that's not in your nature, and maybe you'll grow into that a little bit, but you did a very good job, and I'm glad we did this. And we didn't really do much to help you out. We just, whatever you want us to do, Rebekah, you tell us what to do. And so this was really your puppy, your baby, and you ran with it, and no pun intended with the movie. But this was an interesting project. I hope everyone out there I hope everyone out there enjoyed the short film. Rebekah, are you going to do another project here soon?
Well, I hope so.
You hope so? So what's the plan to do with this movie, by the way?
To do with this specific one?
Yes, you're going to enter this into the Christian Worldview Festival, right?
Yes, and so hopefully it gets accepted,
right.
And
that's
hopefully
the goal.
It can be shown there. Other people can see it.
and you're coming up with new ideas and raising money for the next project, maybe. I don't know. But look, we thank you guys for watching. If you're live in the audience, we appreciate you for showing up. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for making it through and getting to this interview process. Rebekah, thank you very much for this interview, and thank you once again for watching.